women have acted very differently than our grandma's generation, and especially her grandma's generation. And men have been shamed for not jumping at the opportunity to be attracted to these changes we're seeing in society. So like, if you would listen to our grandparents talk about our generation, they're going to generally say the same things based on the way we're changing. I'm not going to say all women in our generation are like X or Y, but there are societal changes going on that are very obvious. And I feel like the big disconnect is, like cross culturally. I actually just did a video on this. It's called Gender Beauty Standards, Smoke and Mirrors. And so I was looking at what the beauty standards are cross culturally. And what was interesting was like what men seem to be attracted to cross culturally are hip to waist ratio, prominent breasts, and a pretty face, right? And there are three multi-billion-dollar industries that just stem on faking these on women's end: breast implants, BBLs, butt augmentations, and cosmetics. Make women look younger, it has all these different effects. And again, you get the argument, oh, I don't wear makeup just to do that, but that doesn't matter. It's the effects that it has on the male psyche. And I just kind of broke down how it's interesting that like women can get to those places through cheating or not cheating. You can live a healthy lifestyle, you can work out, get that hip to waist ratio, or you could do a BBL. So like, but there are multi-billion-dollar industries tailored to taking women straight to the result instead of, putting the work in. Whereas with the male beauty standards, broad shoulders, height, and there was one, my guess was muscularity, but actually men overestimated how important being muscular was. Like if you look at like models, they're actually more trim. They're not like the bodybuilder types, like the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, but dang, I forgot what the third one was. It was height. Oh, masculine facial features. So, those guys like with very feminine type faces, like they tend not to get as much looks for it. And so these are trends. Again, I'm not saying that this is what you like. I'm saying that on societal levels, these are the beauty standards, and it's cross-cultural. And so I thought it was interesting that like what men have wanted has never really changed, but this day and age, what women want, men can't change. Men can't change how tall they are. You can't change how broad your shoulders are. Masculine facial features often stems from testosterone levels as you develop, and you can't change that either. And testosterone comes with a lot of other behaviors that women find attractive as well. So I think it's pretty, I think that's where a lot of the friction comes from. Beauty standards are physical, so we can get into the non-physical like finance. But I mean, we did marriage better back when the average household income was like 80 cents, $1 a day. So I think it's pretty ridiculous that like one of the number one reasons for like marriages dissolving is finance in a day and age where the average household makes 50K, when we used to make it work when the average household income was like $2. So, I mean, I don't see much hope for our generation, just because you can't undo a lot of these things that I'm talking about. You can't take power away from women. It used to be fathers and brothers that would decide who their sister would be allowed to go on a date with, because we could add some logic to the emotion of choosing a mate. What does he do for a living? Like, but nowadays all you need to be is like 6 foot plus and have a nice mouthpiece, and you can get past a lot of the defenses that women have, and their dad, they have all the power in mate selection. So